So, folks, we have a Democratic primary in our hands. And, listen, it's a lot closer than people thought it would be. And so, I think walking into this in January, we all sort of thought that Hillary Clinton was going to be the nominee. But now we are very, 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 very sure of this one thing, that this is going to be one hell of a battle royale to be nominee for the Democratic Party. And here's how all breaks down, right? There's a lot of people who feel as though, right, a lot of folks out there feel as though that Hillary Clinton is not liberal enough for them to vote for her in the Democratic primary. Some people feel as though she's too establishment. Some people feel as though, she's too disconnected from reality, because she would be, if she is elected, she'd be the wealthiest person elected to be president in the modern era. These are true feelings from from people who are Democrats in our party, right? And so I think the question we have to ask ourselves is that, well, first I think we have to acknowledge the fact that, like him or not, Bernie Sanders is the real deal. Yes, he is a white, bushy-haired conservative from Vermont, but all the, bushy-haired socialist from Vermont. But all the polls tell us that, this guy's a thing. He's a thing that is a thing to be reckoned with going into this, upcoming primary elections, especially in Iowa and especially in New Hampshire, where they're sort of in a dead heat. So now, Hillary Clinton has to find out a way to make sure that she wins this primary. And winning this primary is pretty easy. She has to both win Iowa and New Hampshire pretty handily, right? And for her to do that, Clinton's going to have to stop trying to be Sanders-like and really get about the business of talking about why he's the wrong candidate in this race and she's the right candidate. Not saying that she has to go negative and run negative ads against him, but think about how Barack Obama's strategy was as beating her in 2008. He isolated problems with Hillary Clinton and exploited those problems to win this election. Hillary Clinton's going to have to isolate problems with Bernie Sanders and exploit those problems to win this election. That's how every race is won and lost. She has to lay out a case that Sanders has bad ideals, and most of his ideals will kill jobs or hurt people, and she has to say that she will create jobs. And she has to really figure out a way to get around this. Now, it's going to be a little harder to do than folks thought it would be. But really, here's the thing. I want a really, really strong nominee. And because I want to win this election. I want to win. Right? And right now, we're not really sure what Joe Biden's doing. So it's between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. I want Hillary Clinton to be the nominee because I don't think Bernie Sanders can establish enough. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. Everybody's like, oh, Richard, feel the burn. Oh, my God, you're doubting his movement. He's raising all this money from small donors. That's all true. But depending upon who we're going up against in the Republican primary, which I actually think my money's on two people. Well, my money's really on three people. I think it's either Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, or Jeb Bush. If it's Ted Cruz, I think we win pretty handedly. If it's Jeb Bush, I think we win. But if it's Marco Rubio, America, we could be in trouble. We really could be. So, I want a nominee that's strong, right? And I think right now, the Clinton camp is not as strong as they can be. She had a rough August. We all know that. Now she has to turn it around. And I just don't know if major campaign speeches is how you turn it around. I think she's got to get out there. She's got to meet the American people. She's got to talk about how she plans on leveling the playing field. And beyond that, she's got to talk about how her ideals are better than Bernie's ideals. Right? And she can't wait to the debate to do it, because I think the argument, the prevailing thought, or the theory of the case is we'll wait to the debate and then we'll take them on the issues. No, that's not how you do this. You don't wait until the debate. The debate is too late. By the debate, he will be working on crystallizing his points. So you're really going to have to hone in on why your candidacy is better than Bernie's. Why your ideals are better. Why you have you're the best person to implement said ideals. You don't want to fall into the same trap that the campaign fell into in 2008, where they got caught up in, they sort of, they were top heavy and got caught up in their own minutia. And Barack Obama was able to make clear distinctions between himself and Hillary Clinton and showed that, quote unquote, she was an insider and he was an outsider, and him being outsider made him, better at winning better at winning the presidency. Hope and change was going to be key. She's got to have, I'm telling you, somebody who supports her, she's going to have to really come out the box here and get in this ring and start fighting. And it's got to happen soon.